Yeah, man. This is the Dagan Soro. Marachuga in the house. Kapuku Digit in the house. Wow.
This is the droid with the rainbow goddess, the rainbow goddess.
This is the droid with the rainbow goddess, the rainbow goddess.
Hello and welcome to Joyride with the Rainbow Goddess. I'm Itzel and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a raw vegan cheesecake. The process I'm going to show you is applicable to any flavors, and today we're going to make a pecan and mango crust, a lemon cheesecake, and a passion fruit jelly topping. Yum! I made this cheesecake for my brother and sister's birthday and everybody loved it. Like, they were going bananas over it. In fact, everybody went back for a second slice as soon as they finished their first. And I know that right now is like a huge time for birthdays, so it's definitely a perfect time to learn how to make this delicious treat. Let's head to the kitchen and make that magic! First, we're going to make our crust. I'm using a spring cake tin and I'm going to line it with a piece of parchment paper. And the recipe I'm sharing with you is for the largest spring cake tin, which is 9 inches, I believe. This one that I'm using right here is a 7-inch. And getting the parchment paper into it is a tiny bit tricky. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble. But you actually have to like lift the bottom part into it a little bit and then snap it into place. And usually I lifted it too much, so now I'm like punching it down to make sure that it's in place. In a small bowl, I'm going to combine a 1/4 cup of dry mango and a 1/4 cup of raisins, and then I'm going to pour hot water to let them soften, or if you want this to be raw, then you can let them soak for about an hour with regular temperature water. Next, I'm going to process 1 cup of pecans, and I want it to be like pretty ground up, still a tiny bit of pieces, not all the way to a meal yet. Transfer it into a bowl and set it aside. Now you're going to process the mango and raisins after I drained them with 2 tablespoons of virgin coconut oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to process that as much as my processor will let me, and we really want it to be like a paste. Mine turned out a little bit chunky, but it worked really well. Now mix that in with your pecans, and I'm using a silicone spatula, but you can also use your hands, and keep mixing it until it comes together. Now press it down as evenly as possible onto your cake tin. Step 2. Make your cheesecake. This step does require a vitamix to give you that thick, smooth, creamy consistency that the cheesecake requires. So in a Vitamix, combine 1 cup of cashews, 1 can of full-fat coconut cream, 1 cup of palm sugar, which I get from Asian stores, but you could use coconut sugar or agave here, 1/2 cup of virgin coconut oil, 2/3 cup of lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of soy lecithin, 1 tablespoon of orange blossom water, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now blend it on high for 2 minutes. The batter should be a little bit warm before you pour it. Let it set in the freezer for about an hour. Step 3. We're going to make our jelly topping. In a small pot, combine 1 cup of water plus 2 teaspoons of agar powder. And you're going to whisk that and let it come to a boil. Once it starts to bubble up a little bit, then continue to whisk it for about 30 seconds. Then take it off the heat. In a bowl, combine 1 cup of passionfruit syrup. I got this one from Costco. A 1/4 cup of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of orange blossom water. Give that a whisk, and now you can mix in your agar and water mixture and pour it over your cheesecake. Then you're going to set it back in the freezer for another 15 minutes to let it set. Perfectionist! Ooh, that is cute! Yay! I'm so excited to try this! Wow. The combination of textures It's so amazing. Oh my god. Try it. Okay. That orange blossom water, it really gives that touch that people won't know like what hit them, like what makes it so special, because orange blossom water is not really something that's like commonly used. And I bought it from this like Mediterranean store. So go to a Mediterranean store, you will find it, or just like order it online. You can find anything online. But yeah, the textures, it's like the bottom, it's got like a little bit of crunchiness, and actually so does the top where the passion fruit seeds are. The middle is like perfectly creamy and airy, and then that jelly topping has like that nice, you know, jelly feel.
It's delicious. Magical.
Thank you so much for watching. Please let me down in the comments if you have any questions or compliments. Or actually if you have suggestions for future videos, anything you'd love to learn about, I'd love to hear about it. And if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you should definitely do that now, because I'm actually only putting up a new video once a month, and I'm not even telling you the date, so you might as well get notified. Okay, thank you. Have a healthy, happy life. Yeah.